Okay guys, give me a second here. This is usually the time of the video where I throw out the bullseyes and then I'm like, the Ryan Searle heavy metal darts review begins right now, blah, blah, blah. I've been working really hard for about the last 3 months. I had this elaborate intro planned out. I thought it was gonna be awesome. So here's what I had intended to do for this video, since these are in fact the heavy metal darts. I was gonna film the intro in the gym. I was gonna bench press 405 pounds, which is roughly, I don't know, 180, 185 kilos, something like that. And then I was gonna get up from the bench, have the darts in hand and be like, the heavy metal Ryan Searle darts review begins right now. Well, let me give you the quick backstory. On March 5th, I was in the gym. I had on 375 pounds on my last set, and I had a random guy in the gym give me a lift off out of the rack. Well, he helped me out of the rack, and then he just dropped it, so I had to catch it. In the process, I strained my upper pec. I didn't really know how bad it was until the following week. I went to the gym on March 12th, and on my last set, we had on 390 pounds. I'm not sure what the kilos is there, somewhere around 180 maybe? I'm not quite sure. So 390 pounds, it went up pretty good. I probably could have hit that for a double or a triple. However, that's when I realized I was injured in my plan of benching 405 the next week after that, March 19th, somewhere thereabouts. Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen. So I've been injured ever since, taking it easy. I feel pretty good now, but anyway, that's my story. My elaborate intro kind of bombed out, didn't it? But hey, as far as the darts though, we're still gonna do the review. And yeah, in today's video, we're gonna take a close-up look at the heavy metal Ryan Searle darts from Harrows. Now, in case you're wondering where I bought these, got them at Double Top Darts in the UK. There's the discount code right on top. Don't forget about that. It's gonna save you an extra 5% or so. Every little bit helps. I'm gonna put the screenshot up right here. So check this out. If you notice, 46 pounds for American customers. Remember, we do not pay VAT. So roughly 46 pounds, which equates to roughly 58 US dollars. Not a bad price for just how nice these darts are. And if you look down below, they come in a massive amount of weights, don't they? Everything from 22, 23, 24, 26, 30, and 32 grams. And of course, usually I go with the lightest version. Well, not the case today. We're going with the 32 gram version. Heavy metal darts. You can't buy a 22 gram version of heavy metal, can you? But that's that. And again, I'll have a link down below to Double Top Darts. Check them out. And in case you recall from other videos that I've done, I placed the order for these darts, and 4 days later, I had them in my hands here in central New York. The shipping from Double Top Darts, incredibly quick. It's only about 6 pounds, roughly 7 US dollars. Really, honestly, that shop at the moment, they're killing it. If you know of a cheaper place to get these things, let me know, because I do not. Double Top Darts, link down below. But let's get into it, guys. There's my long, elaborate intro story. I think this should be a great review. We've got some interesting things to talk about. Let's get into it, guys. Here we go with heavy metal Ryan Searle darts review. Alrighty, let me show you everything that's included. We're going to take a quick peek at the darts and then go straight into the stats and dimensions. But really nice packaging here from Harrows. We've got some pictures of the darts on the back, Ryan's picture on the front, and hey, look at this. We have a protective sleeve, so that slides out. Another picture of Ryan here, and on the back again, same pictures, the titanium nitride coated barrels. These things are beautiful, as you're about to see. Now, on the inside here, we have this plastic tray, point protector. That's where the darts and flights went. So that's the packaging. However, this is what we all came to see. Check out these things, right? Super nice. We've got the dual logos. I always think that the more logos, the better on any darts review, right? We've got some really short points up front. I'm going to address that a little bit later on in the video. But check out these barrels, right? Titanium nitride coating. We've got the red coating, multi-rings there. And as you can tell, it's quite the grippy barrel, which I'll tell you how grippy it is here in just a second. On the back end, look at that. We've got the Harrows ST carbon stems. These are an intermediate, so 40.5 millimeters, not including the threads. And that's where they end right there. Kind of blends into the barrel. And on the back end, we got the signature Ryan Searle heavy metal flights. Those things are awesome. Standard size, by the way. Those are the darts. Well, let's head into the next clip, and I'll hit you with all these stats and dimensions. Okay, let's get ourselves underway with some rotating stats and dimensions. And what we're looking at there is a huge chunk of tungsten, isn't it? You got to figure you take off 3 grams for the points. We're looking at 93 grams worth of tungsten. These are some ginormous darts, aren't they? But we're going to start with the points like we always do. I'm not sure what Harrows was thinking here. These come with some black coated points. They only stick out of the barrel 25 millimeters in total. You combine that with a 32 gram barrel. These darts are going to bury themselves into the dartboard, aren't they? So if I can find some longer points, I'll put them on here a little bit later on in the video. But yeah, 25 millimeter points on a 32 gram barrel. Nah, that's not a good combo, is it? But we're going to go with the barrels here. They are 90% tungsten. The barrel length coming in at 51.1 millimeters. And the barrel width right on that skull logo as it rounds the corner, 8.1 millimeters wide. So yeah, we got some really big darts here. Now I did unscrew this down, checked out the drill depth, and these are drilled out 11.5 millimeters deep in the back end. Now, as far as the match weight goes, pretty decent here. I mean, the match weight was good, although at the same time kind of drives me nuts. Now, obviously, these are the 32 gram version. The lightest barrel came in spot on, 32 grams even, 32.00. The other two barrels, 32.05. So while the match weight is fine, you got that one oddball dart, which personally kind of drive me nuts, wouldn't it? Well, let's go into the next clip and tell you all about the grip. Okay, guys, let me hit you with a quick grip level. And if you notice right here, I did remove the point from this barrel. Really bizarre stuff going on. I'm not quite sure if that's a defect. I'll talk about that in just a second. But first, let me hit you with a quick grip level. And I'm really surprised to see Ryan using such a grippy barrel. This is a huge departure from his Loxley darts, which weren't all that grippy, to be honest with you. So if you grip up front, you'll notice this kind of razor grip or shark grip, very grippy up front, grip level 4 on a scale of 1 to 5. Throughout the middle here with the skull logo on the flat section with just the multi-rings, still kind of sharp. I'm going to go ahead and say grip level 3.5. And then out back, yeah, you can see this razor grip. And man, this stuff is sharp. If you squeeze it, it digs right into your fingertips. I'm going to say grip level 4.2 on a scale of 1 to 5 out back. So if you're gripping here all the way to here, yeah, expect a insanely grippy dart. So that's the grip level. And now, check this out. This is so strange. So I pulled out the stock dart. You guys heard me complaining earlier in the video about the 25 millimeters showing. Well, it turns out this is a 34 millimeter point. That's the stock point, 34 millimeters. So that means this point hole is drilled out 9 millimeters deep. I have never seen anything like that before. Matter of fact, I found some 34 millimeter points that I was going to install, but look at this. It's the same exact length. You can kind of get an idea there. So yeah, same exact length. So I don't know if that's a defect, but that would explain why there's only 25 millimeters showing. Again, on average, the point hole is usually 4 to 5 millimeters, sometimes 6 millimeters deep, but a 9 millimeter deep hole, really bizarre. I mean, you'd have to think of it this way. You'd have to purchase a 40 millimeter point in order to have the point sticking out 31 millimeters. So that explains the short point, I guess. I don't even know what I'm going to do now. I guess I'm going to go with these stock points and probably just have a miserable time. 25 millimeters showing, not fun when you have a 32 gram barrel. So these things are just going to sink really deep into my very soft Blade 6 dartboard. But let's get them on the board and yeah, we'll see how this goes, right? Okay, guys, here we go. We're going to have a few throws, completely 100% stock. I didn't end up changing anything. So exactly as the darts came out of the package. And I am on cloud 9 right now. You will not believe what just happened with the 180. I had planned, well, I just figured it would be really difficult hitting a 180 with these things. Well, anyway, the next clip you're about to see, yeah, pretty unreal what happened. But yeah, we're just going to have a few throws here. We're going to go back to checkouts. And I'll put the checkouts right above my head. I guess like we'll start 48, 58, 68, 78, and 88. We'll do those today. But the big takeaway for me is I generally struggle with heavy darts. It kind of kicks up my dartitis. You guys know I had a horrible case of dartitis in the past, and I can't release the dart. I got a jacked up action. But yeah, not the case with these darts. Effortless to throw, which really took me by surprise. But yeah, let's see if we can tackle some of these checkouts. 48, you want to throw for the safety section of that. Stay away from the treble 16. You don't want to bust your turn, but you also don't want to miss the big number. So I always generally throw a little bit high into the 8, but 8 or 16 doesn't really matter. Just don't miss the big number there. Yeah, look at that. Effortless to throw. And I actually feel like It's funny for me to say this, but it actually feels like my throw was kind of smooth anyway. In my head, it feels that way. We got the first one out of there, and man, these things are grippy. Wow. My grip, pointer finger and thumb, I guess I'm right behind the skull logo, so that's pretty much center of the barrel, to be honest with you. Anyway, works for me. All right, 58, 18 for tops. A little bit low. Oh, right on the wire. But yeah, what a beautiful dart to throw. You know what? If you're buying Ryan Searle darts, you may as well get the weight that he uses, right? 32 grams. Oh, and to clear up something that might confuse a lot of players, or anyway, just to clear this up, in the past, right before he left Loxley, he bumped the weight up to 34 grams. Now, since joining Harrows, he's back down to 32 grams. Now, in the future, he may have 34-gram darts made. I'm not sure, but at the moment, he does, in fact, throw with a 32-gram Harrows barrel. So just to clear up any confusion there. All right, 68. I prefer the 20s here. Wow, now that barrel stood up a lot. My darts generally don't do that, but it stuck to my fingertips just because the grip is so sharp. So 8 remaining. Oh, right on the wire again. Not to be. And yes, the barrels are pretty much buried all the way into the Blade 6 dartboard there. Really soft dartboard. You know, the Blade 6, it's great out of the package, but it softens up so quick after just a couple weeks. I really didn't end up liking that board, but anyway, this review is not about the board. 78, treble 18 to leave, well, all right, single 18 to leave 60. Again, don't miss the big number, don't bust. There's two greens. I'm still cracking up about what just happened here about 10 minutes ago with a 180. Unreal. All right, last one, 88. Now, check this out. This is kind of important. Here in the United States, there is a whole ton of checkout charts that will recommend treble 16 with 88 remaining. If the opponent's way back, I guess that's okay, but generally if you hit a single 16 going for the treble, you're screwed. You got 72 remaining, 2 darts in hand. So with 88 remaining, you want to throw out the 20s. That way you can at least get to a double if you hit a single. So 68. Oh, don't miss the big number. That would have left the bowl. Can I get a mulligan? Well, since I'm having a good time throwing these darts, let's do that again. 88, under pressure. Oh. All right. Well, hey, I'm pretty hot on that treble 20 though, and that dart is standing up quite a bit. So, well, anyway, we got 2 out of the 5. That's pretty much about average what I usually do. So, yeah, honestly, I'm having a lot more fun than I ever expected throwing these heavy bombs, effortless to throw. And that's what surprises me the most, just how easy it is to throw these things. And really, they come out of the hand easy. It's not really kicking up my dartitis. Like I said, heavier darts, I tend to have a problem getting rid of them. But man, what a great set of darts here. But let's roll into this 180. I'm going to start the video from right when I hit record, and should be a good one. Enjoy it. Jesus, that's loud. No way is this going to be a second attempt. No way. Get in there. Boom. I've been recording now for 41 seconds, 42, 43. I thought that was going to take a whole heck of a lot longer. Get in. What a nice 180 too, all spread out like that. Well, I did not expect that. I figured 8.1 millimeter wide darts, 25 millimeters of point show, and I figured that was going to take about 10 minutes, unless I got incredibly lucky like I just did. That was crazy, wasn't it? Hey, if you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, always appreciated. And again, reminder, link to double top darts down below in the pinned comment. I just cannot believe I just did that. What else we got? I guess I got to give these a recommendation on how well I think they're going to work for a recreational dart player. Now, let's be honest here. I'm not going to recommend any recreational dart player use a 32-gram barrel. That's pretty extreme. However, you guys know, like I said earlier in the video, they come in 6 different weights. I think that's amazing. Harrows does that with quite a few of their models. So let's see how I'm going to do this. For the recommendation, I'm just going to recommend them as they're available in the 6 different weights. So again, I wouldn't recommend 32 grams, but the other lighter versions, yeah, might as well, right? So honestly, I think it's a decent price for a top pro player model. I mean, it comes with carbon stems. It's a beautiful set of darts. You got your coating. It's grippy enough. A lot of players might not like this level of grippiness, but I mean, overall, it's a great set of darts at a somewhat decent value considering everything that you get. Again, I don't know what's going on with the points. You will have to repoint these things. 25 millimeters showing. Yeah, that's not the greatest thing, is it? So with everything considered, I think 8.4 out of 10 is a fair score. And everybody loves Ryan Searle, right? Great player and great set of darts. So let me know what you think about that. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought of the video. Let me know what you thought of these darts. Have you played with them? I'd like to read your comments. So until next time, guys, we'll see you on the next video. Later.